Hello, Namaskar. Welcome you to the SAAR Analysis. I am Chaman Naik and here's my take. Did you know by 2050 the global hydrogen economy could worth more than 11 trillions? So here's the question, when $1 trillion energy revolution arrive, which state would dominate it? Whether it's Gujarat, whether it's Maharashtra or it is Tamil Nadu. What if the answer is Odisha? Because while the world pays attention focused on oil wells in the Middle East and the lithium mines in the South America, a quiet transformation is underway in India's eastern coast. At the center of the transformation, a place called Gopalpur, a town that could soon become one of the most important hydrogen hubs in Asia. Now here's what evidence speaks about. The green energies have officially broken down into green hydrogen and green ammonia projects in Gopalpur Industrial Park. On its own, it might sound significant, but this isn't an isolated investment. ACME Group is building, Avaada Group is building, and when multiple companies are now placing billion-dollar bets on the same geography. Now, when several major players independently arrive at the same destination, investors call it trend, strategists call it signal, and the policymakers call it opportunity. What is emerging in the Gopalpur is not just another industrial project, it is an early architecture of clean energy ecosystem, one designed for the energy economy of the future. Now the question arises, why is this so important? Because every industrial revolution had a fuel. The first ran on coal, the second ran on oil, and the digital revolution ran on the data. Maybe the next one would be running on the green hydrogen, and the nation that masters its production will hold a significant advantage in the global trade, manufacturing, and in geopolitics. Now, Odisha poses something a few regions can match. Odisha has a strategic coastline, it has deep sea ports, it has an access to renewable energy, it has an industrial infrastructure, and most importantly, Odisha have access to the global shipping routes. In other words, Odisha is not simply producing green hydrogen, Odisha is positioning itself to export the energy into the world, and that changes almost everything. For decades, Odisha supplied India with raw materials that powered growth, but now it wants to supply the world that powers decarbonization. That's much bigger ambition and potentially it has much bigger opportunity. Now here's what the bigger picture looks what is happening globally. Europe is searching for an alternative fuel, Japan is investing heavily in the green hydrogen, and South Korea is preparing for a hydrogen powered future. Now, when every major economy is looking for a reliable suppliers, the race is no longer who consume energy, the race is about who produces the next generation of energy, and Odisha is entering the race earlier than many realize. Now here's my take. For decades, Odisha's economy was written beneath the ground, in the coal mines, in the iron ore belt and mineral reserve. The next chapter may be written above the ground, in solar parks, hydrogen plants, export terminals and green industrial corridors. And in Gopalpur, what is lying is not headline, it is the preview, because if this investment continues at a scale, Odisha won't just participate in India's energy transition, it could be one of the states that defined it. Now, from 20 years from now, when historians write about India's clean energy revolution, they may discover that one of the most important chapters didn't begin on the metro city, but on the source of Gopalpur. That's all from today's analysis. I will be back with another episode. Till then, thank you for watching this.